It's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com. We're going to answer this question. What happens if you have a wire put in, it's a straight wire case, and it's sliding all around? Like you put it in and patient comes back and it's all shifted over to the left, like all the wire shoots out one side and it's short on the other side. Like what causes this? First thing could be that you use too light of a wire. If the proper wire is used and it's properly ligated in all the teeth, it shouldn't slide around. So that'd be the first thing. Let's say you had really straight teeth to begin with. Maybe you just put in too light of a wire. Maybe you should have, remember, you're supposed to use the biggest possible wire. You don't need to use 12s and 14s and even 16s on all the cases to start. Some cases you're going to start a lot higher. The biggest possible wire that you can comfortably fully engage in all the slots. If not, it slides around. Let's say you have, there's a couple scenarios where it still might slide around even if you have it appropriately done. And that would be if you have some spans that you weren't able to engage, because the tooth is blocked out or really crooked. Okay, that provides a fulcrum point where either the lip or a tongue can play with it, Could be like they're bumping it when they eat, or a piece of food is flexing it all the time, and that flexing could cause brackets to break or could cause the wire to shift. So in that situation, over that long span, whether it's in the front or the back, you could always put a section of tubing or a section of closed coil spring or something like that to keep that wire from flexing. More commonly than not, the patients are actually playing with it. It's just like a habit. They just wiggle it with their tongue because it's something to do. So that's why putting that bumper or that tubing in there prevents it from flexing. Lastly, if it's still happening and you've done all this or not all of these things happen, you can always cinch the back. And I have a lot of content on cinching. I might have spelled it wrong in my channel. I might have spelled it C-Y-N-C-H, and I heard since then it's C-I-N-C-H. So you'll find it though, how to cinch a wire. It's also available in our Straightwire course, which is a very affordable, probably the most affordable Straightwire course I think that's out there. 14 CE units, $40 per unit. You can get it at Straightsmile Solutions, go to classes, and you can have access to that. And of course, we have it covered, how to cinch and how to do that in our course. And remember, before you go on to learning Invisalign or clear aligners, you really need to get the braces and phase 1 fundamentals first. Otherwise, you'll never understand truly how to use all the components of a clear aligner. It's going to make so much more sense to you if you learn braces and phase 1 first. And it's not hard to learn. You don't have to do it, just learn it. So hopefully this helps, yes, but mostly if you have all these things covered, your patient's probably playing with the wire. I've had plenty of patients that have literally gone in, and if there's a little slack on one end, they just yank on it, just as a habit. Yank, 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 yank. And they lie about it, so have fun with that. And one more thing, you can always do figure 8 ties. I do also have content on that. It's also available in my Straightwire course, or you can find the individual video on how to figure 8, but that's a little bit of a tighter thing. You can't always figure 8 on clear braces though, so usually more on the mini twins. And that shouldn't be happening if you have self-ligating brackets. It's a lot less likely to happen. Lastly, if you're going too far in between appointments, like 8 weeks probably makes sense if you're doing mini twins. If you're in initial level in a line phase, 10 to 12 weeks makes sense if you're in self-ligating in that phase. But if you're going too long and the wire isn't thick enough, it's more likely to shift. So maybe you just need to have shorter intervals. All right, thanks so much.